Welcome to official SLTV channel. Please don't forget to subscribe to my channel and share my video and press the red button. Please help me to share my video.
Good morning to all fellow Australians. Good morning to all well-meaning APCians. I send greetings to brothers and sisters in both home and the diaspora. I send greetings and prayers to brothers and sisters waiting at detention. May God Almighty will guide and protect them day for we. I send greetings and prayers to people waiting at sick bed today. May God Almighty give them medicine for we. May God Almighty heal them up for we. Then I send greetings, I send prayers again for people waiting at grave. Let God Almighty go sorry for them. Hey Arab, God Almighty, me and you too, Nayanda, we get for end. As we all know, say today, this particular day today, na a Friday. So as a Muslims, I kindly ask we all that when we go na mosque today, we make sure that whatever what you get, go to the Imam, Giyama, ask them for let them pray for this particular country. Ask them today, say for let them go pray for this particular you party, when na the APC, when na me party, your own party, and we all your own party for say that thing where God Almighty don't make with sisters them, with mama them, wave them through God Almighty blessing, where they don't push. La ilaha illallah Muhammad Rasulullah. You know, today really the people are really happy. You know, are really happy. Let God Almighty guide and protect we all. That thing as I say, oh mama them, wave them, with sisters them, we granny them, with everything inside the APC. When are the Women's Congress, may God Almighty guide and protect them there for we. I think say me and you too, it is about time for let we get a moment of reflection. Let we think development, then let we think Sierra Leone, let we think APC, let we think the one that will start this party, at least for let this party go move forward. No matter how be the rancor, no matter how be the circumstances, or mama the way born we, they don't call for peace. And that peace the way they don't call for, some of we now this particular thing will be the lookout for. And me, voice of Northwest, when Alhaji, are they behind them very firm in this particular peace way they don't call for say we all for come on board inside this particular piece. You know, ladies and gentlemen, today for the topic them way like I go talk on the first thing way by God Almighty in power I go talk about now concerning but waiting the meeting will take place yesterday now the party office where the Women's Congress under the leadership of no less a person, but we own sister, woman, we granny, we everything. When Amarama Lo Bangura, that peace, we it call for, we they all sit down, then convert together, then as woman, then think say, hey, we got to roll for play. Wallahi bilai, that peace we they don't call. Me and you too, we they think, we like Sierra Leone, we like APC for go before, or for come under this particular one. So me, voice of Northwest, as I talk to her this morning, I don't come under this peace. For ask all the parties, all the other sectors, all the other areas, we feel for say, then feel aggrieved, then feel this, then we come together. Sierra Leone, now only APC can empower people and they say, Alhamdulillah, in this nation. Rather than that, let me take a look from 2018 to date. So alala, so confusion. Better not date to the one way they say, now in then call president yesterday when Abio. So when people are they be me mama them for sake of this particular piece. And me voice of Northwest, wallahi billahi. Auntie Maramalo, Mama Maramalo, me granny, me everything, including all other person, all other body, we the woman and don't call so. Now mama and don't call so. When we respect the way wallahi billahi, what things say we don't respect. We own mama and say pull we now belay them because we woman talk, you listen to them. Wallahi now mama don't listen. Mama, we don't ready for this particular piece. So na call ya. Then going forward, me people you know, they also talk about just like waiting at Elna in my audio. Was it yesterday when I'm a second message inside that me audio way I do for say by God Almighty in power, no sooner than the ECOMOG then come to this country, we ready for take power if it God Almighty agree. No sooner than the ECOMOG then come, we they take power. And me people I want for Leona get the courage, for Leona get the full confidence through Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala in blessing. Wallahi billahi, good things them. Good things them. As I say, good things there. And when Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is ready for help now, if they go draw certain thing where it's supposed to draw, it can be pin for na say na in this so. And I answer when I say it don't happen for we. Good things them. Do ya? And going forward, the last thing we are go talk about, me people, not to nothing today by God Almighty, but on the last thing. I get for tell now something we get for dudes, Biosef and Fatima, and how be a Fatima don't plan. These are the talker. It is nothing something we are the hide. How he don't plan for assassinating wife, but how this get for come about, me people, when I will get the last message from that particular side. Going forward, in the first place, I want to say. Plenty. Sorry for tender me apology, me people. For way una not get me voice today. The normal time una supposed to go dey get them. As I know now, say presently, people go dey and call me. Or in all other sector, I know that. For say they can call all over. Not to nothing disturb me. One, the disturbance come from light business. And secondly, the disturbance come seriously. In fact, this one, I know they talk that particular side, but I just tell and I say the disturbance it come from light business. But no matter how it takes, some of we now through God Almighty, your blessing, we own voice the one I don't use for good area. If we not listen to them, wallahi na problem. So as I say, the disturbance of this whole thing we create that now lights. The second thing. I get to that I dey talk to. Let not talk myself na media. Because you don't pass me through God Almighty blessing. But I want to tell una say, as I sit down this morning, even though I feel am because the normal message will not come the way how they're supposed to come. But I want to tell una say, I'm happy one sit down so. We start sit down here this morning for do this particular audio when at today the 11th of October 2024. So Alionians, I want to tell una say, victory is here through God Almighty blessing. Now, to me first message, me people. As I say, I want to express my sincere thanks and appreciation to mama them, to wives them, to sisters them, who granny them, who auntie them, who everything. Where God Almighty say, before me, mortal man, like where as he don't show voice of Northwest as I do this particular audio, before they get in existence na this dunya, before they sabi Sierra Leone, before they sabi everything, before they sabi who for sabi na the world, before God Almighty they give me this sense today for talk. Where people will not ever sabi me, they hear me, but then they call me. What will lead to that? After God Almighty, way me, daddy, be don't see me, mama, where he go, he marry them legally. From there, then come together. Where God say, I for sleep inside me, mama, in whom he born me. What will lead to that? Through God Almighty, bless you. That me, mama, we feel that pain. So say, he bring me kind of the one in the first place. Let God sorry for them. If it's today, woman them don't come together inside this particular party under the leadership of we own sister, Madam Mara Malu Bangura, you know, wallahi billahi, let God Almighty bless the woman them inside the APC. Now this will be the lookout for. Now this me personally be the lookout for, because I know the strength of a woman. I know the power of a woman. When woman don't map say, I they do something, wallahi billahi, they execute them. So this morning I they call on all the women sector, both home and the diaspora, who now we be then at the other side, wallahi billahi, the woman they don't call. And the women's president, who now let we get on this particular respect. When he give you compy woman, that's particular respect. Or you man, he give woman respect, wallahi, now you progress in the lookout for. So do ya this morning, I want to call on all the women, and both home and the diaspora, say that particular thing where the woman they don't call for say this party need peace, this party need for move forward. When wallahi the party they can move forward. That's how they tell now for sure. Hence where the woman they don't put themselves together. So I know say God Almighty, waiting and waiting will be the look for, or waiting be end. God don't put and done for we. God don't put and done for we. So if you see today, I dey talk with happiness, even though we are the thing about the other side again, you know, I don't feel good, but wallahi, waiting pass inside the all na happiness. So which means me they now call on His Excellency in waiting when I know less a person, Dr. Matthew Samura Kamara, including Minkailu Mansari and crew. Let we all make sure that we think, but we you mama them. That talk alone, we didn't talk to we yesterday. Wallahi Bilai is send a whole lot of signal and calling on all other bloggers of the APC, whether from strategic communications units, whether from the APC Council of APC social media bloggers, for say, mama them don't call we, and hence mama them don't call we. Wallahi Bilai you for come under mama them. No one for any other thing again, but rather this particular party forget peace. And with peace, we go sail through and we go progress and we go hold whatever God Almighty say we the hold. We tell God thank you. You know, no matter how you look at them, yes, the executive get the other sector where them they don't fight by notarizing that particular document, by signing that particular document upon saying His Excellency Dr. Matthew Samura Kamara 71% of in RR forms them we get for do 51.15%. Then going forward, His Excellency Dr. Matthew Samura Kamara plus the stand where he stand. Wallahi billahi, we want to tell this man plenty thank you. We want to tell them all plenty thank you. When man do something when are good, talk and say yes, he don't do good. But this and this are the wrong one. But guess what? As it is, whoa, my mother don't call us. Wallahi billahi, una all that we can through this particular line. Finally, this thing waiting a road so for we, the people. As I talk to una, tell una say I get happiness today, even though I feel una small. But I want to say sorry. Because that time una cannot use so person una go dey listen and that time they pass or lie una no go feel good and no say most of una torment but una not torment nothing not get wrong with Voice of Northwest una pikin una allergy nothing absolutely. If something disturb me somewhere else but I go talk to somebody very soon on that me into the talk but I not put an at the public but I answer una say I safer okay but to be honest with una all I happy since yesterday I dey follow up na party office waiting they go on there even though some other people feel aggrieved but certain statement they wake up but guess what una let we take all the word and the law put them behind we you know what mama dem don call. We your mama then don't call. So I they now call on even from the head of the minority leader in the parliament. You self get to roll now for play. And thankfully enough, you were there yesterday. I do listen to your statement. So you self get to roll for play. Yesterday, now you be first man today, you preach for this particular piece. But God say you not to the right person. Now that belle with me and you to sleep through God Almighty blessing. When a woman belle will sleep. Today, woman they don't grab yesterday say this party now forget peace. Wallahi, any well-meaning Union. So the female them una self within a parliament, una all come down together. Say this particular drive, let we all come push them together. Yes, let we all come push them together. So sister Maramalo Bangura and others, plus any other them called, they are the big. This not the time for peace. This not the time for embracement inside the APC. Let we come and embrace ourselves. Let we come join this particular thing. Let we go time. I do believe say His Excellency Dr. Matthew Wilson Sambura Kamara as somebody who knows say in the development of any nation or in the development of any society, wallahi be like one of the things the way they think of us. Now peace. Now I make him use the word say my Sierra Leone, my responsibility. Calling on all people the way they inside His Excellency in own office, now the other sector, let we all come on board. Plus the people and presently we surround and through God Almighty blessing, they would in this whole fight for let we succeed, for let we see this the lights at the end of the tunnel, like how we the cancer and so wallahi be like una all are the call una all kindly whosoever be feel aggrieved one way or the other. Let we call them individually say, hey, this now we own party, hey, this now so we all go day, we say alhamdulillah. Whenever you go now, you never OC put your basis if you see don't eat as if you turn you back so pass it begin to say they were the OC not better, they know they cook they know all that stuff. Then they talk about you. But we say now they do all things, now they do what they want for do. So there are the call on all sector this morning. And again, so we the bloggers them. We get big name them today after God Almighty blessing, both home and the diaspora. And because of them big names they are so we mama them don't call, let we join them. Calling on strategic communications unit and even calling on the council of APC social media bloggers for say, I think we don't reach at the end of the tunnel. Everything don't get there feasibly. Me where they talk to us. So through God Almighty blessing, I know say God don't open up at this particular fight. But people will feel for say one way or the other. You will feel for say they hurt you into such you then call. Forget about that particular thing. They turn you back. Now you home this. No place like home. Today, if we brothers and sisters and then at the diaspora, they suffer like how then they suffer and they do all what it takes. Wallahi billah, you know to nothing because of the one see this nation of how them for see them. So do you have me people them? So far so good. And for calling una kindly for telling una say through God Almighty blessing. Mama they don't call. And that call we they don't call, wallahi, me Voice of Northwest go be one of the first people within a media where they tell them say congratulations and I heartily ready for joining now for let we draw this particular piece. Let everybody come on board. Wallahi, the enjoyment not the fight again. That's how they tell now for sure. My second message go get for go like this morning. Me people I for tell now say this particular country, it is inside spell, it is inside bondage, it is inside fire right now. With democracy, they don't spoil and don't for we. But guess what? If we God Almighty use this particular road today for we, for say, no matter how it takes, we get for pass some rigorous steps them. And guess what? However it is, we tell them thank you because some of we don't try to mind them for make sure say whenever the time right for we keep them faster, we'll keep them faster. So we'll ask Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, let it continue for every country. You know, upon doing so self na baraka na a blessing for we all. So that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will continue for tell and thank you. We inspire we young sisters, they will mama them for taking into this drive. Now we all know see, hey, I want to tell you something. Salon they can switch back, me people. Sierra Leone they can switch through God Almighty blessing. You know, yeah, the team switch me say I even talk about one of the things where I can always pause for present when a Majid Burhan in issue for the construction with that particular mosque they on as I talk to now and they concrete the slab as any time from now. Then going forward to the mosques Nawala, where at least we know say them place then they get flood and then mosques they the matter they all they pray they don't spoil. You are the big una both home and the diaspora. I know say some diaspora the way them born Nawala, some of them they pandemic. Me say voice of Northwest I won't allergy. Me say Fadepa me on but we are at the action I kindly say una let we do this for sake of Allah. Where you do an Asaraka to Jaria. That matter where them pray it map you pray they now blessing for you say we contribute that contribution day. Please people them brothers and they pan both home and the diaspora would they get 100,000 can call say allergy. Now me own contribution is like wow mama some side he called me he didn't afraid so he say I think he get 5 matters then but mommy who didn't afraid to get them 5 matters they can call me because I don't understand the number again last send somebody they let them take their matters and they do you let them put them for me some side now by God Almighty in power success progress they on the way me people them do you the big una for sake of God. So as I talk to una we not get for Sidon able if we Sidon handful of people them within them for say then they destroy this country we continue for encourage again meaning me and you two self will not better we self not they think reasonably who will boku past them who will they suffer past them now this one for see we call Mama Salon no Mama Salon they cry we say they presently so instead Mama Salon continue for cry while we the picking and they we the grand picking and they what now for do or for now make sure that to grab and smap and make sure say where the ECOMOG then they come away and can call e-council by God Almighty in power that we right we supposed to deal with it do we nobody not go able for take them from we. All we say the numbers, we they take them and take God, we give them. Then let we continue with trajectory. And I want to tell you, say Sierra Leone they can go back to in glory days through God Almighty in power. Yeah, me people them. Do ya let argue na this? You know, La ilaha illallah Muhammad Rasulullah. God Almighty. I want to tell you plenty thank you. You know. As I don't just know this audio, why they don't watch down then from there. I know say people get for call why they don't distribute this particular audio. People get for call, Voice of Northwest, people get for this. But guess what? Wallahi billahi, I can't go sit down. Now, mocks, for Allah would glorify Allah in him. For Allah, they tell God Almighty, plenty thanks. You know, God know how he do certain things them. God know how he do certain things them. You know, even the cook self, where you don't cook, say you don't cook, or one of the key thing or 1-2 thing that where you forget for put for that particular cook. Well, better not the we let maybe neither Maggie or neither that salts where you know they put for that particular how they call. Better not the tell what apa runs empire on empire lumpi. Mo am ermedi ram again the kankrum shabakuro barka maranen to fangi. Come on kuro yo anye ba tabut atete yi tabut ate clear tampani krum shawamare sumutimumu mankara and put my katamaki. Now for mammy do wala, now for mammy the roder. We wallahi ankara su can patenya and put la tak paye and patenya yema peace and I'm peace and patenya my wallahi yapi ankara su aika run the thing and that's like pamamba unibo mikulwe temotem or for fanemu arim da lumpi arimade the finon tono oya kasu can patema pamara malobangura opoyo kanetono put my oye kaman patenye mamu kaman kokadi munoba band the roder doye bashima banga me botma do man botma Otela from region, Otela from the regional women's wing, the district women's wing, constituency women's wing, ward women's wing, Mosambura, Motela Bulo, Ota, Dirnu, Sabano patent, Senutuma and Kafreng and Bashan Patan, Golas Raswing. Tono, Setanto Kurong, Ampa Toto Kwankarasu, Aranesu, Ambatasu, Koko Bear, Ayat Kasu, Afmasu Afino, Amamasu, Antila, Mantila Katilaki, Mamu Mine Muno, Tamne, Kako Kidikanto Fangeta, Shokana Setamano Moe. So to people who now understand Creole, I just they continue for emphasize based on the call who my mother non call for say that Pepe and Maggie who apparently be one left behind for certain reason. God Almighty don't inspire them as of yesterday. They say no, una need for move on. And before una they go on to what una they go now so una make sure see una the woman then una smart before in this particular peace drive for let this particular party go sail through. We all see after when the election done already, wallahi be like na the woman and get that themselves back under the leadership of Marabalo Bangura. Then take themselves through God Almighty blessing. Then go na the US embassy for let them make sure say then go hold placard for express certain things that will take place within how will I call it the election. We not good at all. We take today. We did na the record book of na the world for say the election in June 24, 2023. It is nothing good to write home about. So in this particular case, if then people are grabbed today for this particular result, I'm sure me and you too for ready. And me don't say me. Voice of Northwest by God Almighty in power go they be there for do the needful what supposed to do. So going forward, me people as I talk to una now say wait now my third message for tell una say BO is about to Fatima they about to assassinate a man. Now, wetin they create this particular one? We all know, we already follow social media of recent. They see the rancor where they behind Fatima Bio and that of the chief minister, when Dabo Bob David Francis, when the highest chief man ever since in the history of how will I call it, the education sector, when the highest chief man we did it, me people. But before that, I want to tell you, say this Tuesday way they come, when the 15th of October 2024, we forget visitors them. Yes, Sierra Leone. Who forget visitors them Sierra Leone? The 15th of October 2024. They know they come for any other thing, but for sake of voting, the divergent and convergent areas them, then gray areas them, where the SLPP no agree for say enough for B, but where the APC say no, if for B, because waiting this particular thing win them. Why make una don't come today? Una don't see fan so because of this, then people here they come for this particular thing, and they know they come for any other thing. They will be meeting with the APC, the SLPP. And that of ECSL by God Almighty in power for can't tell them say this particular thing. No way, una na bobo de una no peggy them. You know go say you thief. That road you use for thief, you know have for point time. You say you win election, you know agree for police. But it's kind of like here and Rotura business standing. So I can always see that me only to corner say if we encourage you for go through with this, meaning we self we encourage you so they look they make cowardness, meaning we don't know what they do. But as I write the tell now, people are not in progress, success is ahead of us. Let us just pray for this particular success. A me too 12 body. Now the most important thing, and the one they wait in our hospital, let them back me to 12 body. Fast forward, Fatima, as I talk to her, it already for assassinate Bio. But how they go about on people waiting and what happen? Fatima will all know say all the thing the way Bio be they do. Fatima na the bedrock for play all their role and now they say sacrifice, bring this, go this or this and that. But guess what? Even on the area of David Senge for let it be chief minister. Now Fatima say let David Senge be as the chief minister because of some yuki game where David Senge be the play yesterday. Now that education ministry will be the cut from they succeed. So now waiting and do them what admire so because of the present thing where they go on between Fatima and Bio, waiting Fatima tell Bio, it tell Bio say on no account Bio for now sack David Senge. But Bio say no, it's not possible because Bio know how he and that bobo outside and don't enter outside and they now the thief way and don't thief and that bobo know most of his secret them. If he can't sack not a problem for him inside this particular turbulent so then call and that bobo don't lie pan Bio in a sense. Bio in fact we now know say Bio na doom bear now dofo you don't know what they do in full. That bobo don't present himself say it is as if na America now he gets everything there on people and go start America. Now for the big full and concern in lobbies the way that particular bridge you don't cross a long term as I talk to now waiting they inside that particular document when at the implementation of the June 24 2023 of the tripartite wait and see don't recommendation wait and commodity. Now we did now the implementation stage now it is about waiting handing over of power to His Excellency Dr. Matthew Wilson Saburakmara. That is why I told you guys that when the time reach they are big when let we ready where they accommodate and they can for let we go take power and redeem a country back from the bondage that hellfire we say it on the yeah now Bio say you know they do am and since Bio say you know they do am Fatima say let Bio go choose whether they be Senge or to your side but Bio say no I choose una all for stay una all for day with me pan this particular thing oh they now Fatima say nothing so since Fatima most of them Gambians soldiers the way they would be now so as security the way be go take now Fatima they power them call work on something behind the scene with them particular soldier you know are they come and present this one for sake of a reason one thing we need for no let we know the dangerous mortal man the whole day with now present in this country now what if Fatima they up to then so Gambian soldier man they now get for can assassinate to that Bio, that's how they tell una for sure. Today na Friday. I know sir, you know why they talk to una. So when say I tell una say I they talk with happiness. Apparently, some other people go don't say voice of Northwest not for don't talk it, but I they talk for let una we wait at the APC. Let we see the kind of lucky people way we deal with. We not for trust in any way for say let we allow them for go with agenda 2028. We not possible at all, me people. Una know they can't take power. Now when they do that, would that they bring in na Julia Jallo, and even Julia Jallo they count are normal just as a scapegoat. Where they call Julia Jallo back, they do the same thing to run later. Fatima want for Siron Pantapui for be president of this nation. Fatima, you know now I make her just bring this particular thing to una. May una go understand say now this game now Fatima want for play. Where Julia they come in, where them go to assassinate Bio, he don't know with him. He call Julia later. He do Julia back then. Sorry, where Julia they come in first as a president now can't she don't have your seat. Fatima they come in as a vice president. This is the plan. We go listen this today, it go shock because people know what Fatima they listen every blessed day would be. We go listen this particular hour this morning, she will be shocked. See, but it get to that again for all me people. It get to that again for all. Last one at the person, Sylvia Congo blinding. Blinding, this is not better. This is a lucky person. Of course, you all know say Sylvia now in the all over for attack the Bisenge. And this whole attack they come up from Fatima. Because of Fatima, no say Sylvia can use social media in all other platforms. Now I make the use them. But today, people in the SL people we sober minded, we thorough. Then say don't butup and Sylvia. I start to for tell and say let you not feel for say this nine party where the dirty way they do all kind of thing. Because of this, Sylvia not get blessing. Now I may call them see how they be. So now this 9 day can go on. Where Fatima they execute this mission at the end of all let's succeed for can be president. Fatima over with dead body. The thief we don't thief we enough is enough. They don't know what they call them. You all see where be the dance for MCC Cup or this, that, or whatever. We want for go empower your country, madam. Enough is enough. We saw Odori show you do so. All and tell me, thankfully enough that my mother don't grab. Then now they can see the power of the woman they wait in a APC. Yes, so I they call this morning for say all other areas of the APC, they are from Freetown, Upline, any other side. When I let we prepare ourselves for say we own power, we they take them. Through God Almighty in blessing and by God Almighty in power, will they reach very soon? How they reach? Una no worry. People where they call me for my aspiration, wallahi be like, una let we continue the fight. Yeah, this particular one we go succeed them. This one we go succeed them by God Almighty in power. You know, so far so good for today. As I tell una, the happiness in day. Once more again, may I end up for call. What's in to we the social media bloggers. So we, the social media bloggers, why make I repeat this 3 times? Do you big mama and don't call? It is about time where your mama call you for something. Let we all remember. Inside even the Holy Quran, one side the way your mama they tell you say, hey, now this way they pull out one great voice first. You pull out for let you deny wallahi in those days from the Quran. It tell we say the ground they pleat, we say the pleat and I didn't they cover you. You know, so all these are things we me and you to get for remember. Today mama and don't call say peace. Do ya and as much as I don't call for peace, let we dey side by side with this particular peace. We dey north, east, west, and south, so that we guide this particular process. And by God Almighty, by day, it happen for we. Through God Almighty in blessing. That's the one for Leona know. We know what's in that document. Just as I can rightly tell una, af mami no makuro selo mafi no man to for me okuro ka legbe pimado do ogbe pima because so to be kono okuro kono mas boti. So dear ladies and gentlemen, I want to say again once more for tender me apology for ask una kindly Leona go forgive me that me own voice una no area am the normal time una supposed for area am due to waiting light business and some other thing them we can erupt. But as I say, I dey call on me own person where I don't distribute, I don't distribute for tell and say this is my problem. It go solve. And tomorrow una go begin get them the way una supposed to get them. Progress, peace, love, devolve the APC. We all need for join the boats. Let we go now ourselves for go. This is the sweet voice of Northwest. Today, October 11th, 2024. Una feel free for sharing.